you have to plan your preparation. Planning is a very important aspect of the entire preparation, because it helps you to keep in check and monitor your progress on a monthly or a daily or weekly basis. So UPSC has given a very comprehensive syllabus. It runs into I think 4 or 5 pages. So it's mostly the syllabus of mains exam. So the first thing that every aspirant should do is to take a printout of the entire syllabus and just paste it in front of yourself at the study table wherever you are studying. Because the more you understand what the syllabus is and what UPSC expects from you, the easier it would be to plan your preparation or to understand where you are or where you have to go. So the entire exam can be basically categorized into two things. One is the static aspect and one is the dynamic aspect. So the static aspect would be mostly your the basic subjects that you would be studying, like history, geography, environment, polity, economics, etc. So the static aspect would be covered, most of it from your standard books or your NCRTs. So anyhow, we'll be coming to that as well. And your dynamic aspect would be covered mostly from your current affairs. So what UPSC does is that UPSC combines both. So it would combine the dynamic aspect with the static aspect and then pose questions to you. That is where your preparation would be put to test. How well you're able to understand the dynamic part of whatever is going around you with the static part, whether what is happening is right or not, etc. So, for example, suppose if you take international trade or say forex reserves, or suppose the recent ban on wheat wheat export that India has imposed. So if you have a little bit of understanding how international trade works, or anything of that sort, then you'll be able to appreciate what India is doing or what is happening around you. So all right. So the next thing is from where to start. At times, most of the aspirants have a question. From where should we start and how should we start? Or should we focus on prelims more, or should we focus on mains more? Perhaps in the first attempt, we should focus on prelims, and then after prelims, we focus on mains. So I'll be only talking about what I have understood or what I have experienced. And the journey is anyway very personal. It is very every aspirant has an individual journey, but I'll be mostly talking about what worked for me. So when I started my preparation, I did it in an integrated fashion. I was more focused on mains, and then it's like, when you start studying, you have to study in a lot of breadth. You have to understand a lot of things to make a sense of what is happening around you. UPSC basically tests how well you are aware about what is happening around and what is your opinion and what is your take on it. So the static portion, now let's come to static part and dynamic part and how to prepare. The static portion would be mostly covered from your basic books. So it is normally advised that one should read all NCRTs starting from class 6th through 12th for subjects like history, geography, polity, economics, etc., environment and all. However, it all depends from person to person. We can read because it will give a very basic understanding on the subject. NCRTs are very loosely written, so it gives you a sense about, say, anything on earthquakes or anything on volcanoes, etc. So what questions would be asked in a GS mains, and the factual portion would be asked in prelims. So other than that, there is a list of standard books which have to be read cover to cover. For example, for polity, there is Lakshmi Kant, and for history, there can be a Spectrum or Bipin Chandra, etc. Some books of some of these books are recommended for all the different subjects. Now there are a lot of reference books as well, so which one can refer from time to time wherever other concepts require a little more clarity. However, I would suggest that because there is a lot of material available in the market, it is extremely important to limit your sources to the extent possible. And I think that is what I did during my preparation.